Happy Easter, everyone. So I know the Candy Kitchen isn't open today, so I'm probably only going to get some recipes in from this book. Why am I doing cookbooks? Well, that's a great question. Let me answer that for you. The Candy Kitchen made a request for cookbooks. So if you watch this video and you can get a hold of me, I will be happy to take cookbooks to them. Or if you want to go to the Candy Kitchen and donate cookbooks when they're open, not today, that would be greatly appreciated. I picked out some recipes to share from this America's Favorite brand name, Like Cooking, and it's from Publications International Ltd. And I always like the dessert portion. So Grandpa used to make these amazing apple pies, and when I seen this recipe in the cakes and pie section for Mile High apple pie, my bookmarkers are receipts, so bear with me. I went like, okay, I've got to share this recipe. Mile High apple pie, reduced fat pie pastry, which is 2 recipes for double crust. See page 325. So we got to go back for the double crust. Okay, here's that recipe. 1 1/4 cup of all-purpose flour, 1 teaspoon of equal measure or 3 packets of equal sweetener or 2 tablespoons of equal spoonful, 1/4 teaspoon salt, 4 tablespoons cold margarine cut into 5 pieces, 5 1/2 tablespoons of ice water. Combine your flour, equal, and salt in a medium bowl. Cut in margarine with pastry blender until mixture resembles coarse crumbs. Mix in water 1 tablespoon at a time, stirring lightly with the fork after each addition until dough is formed. Wrap and refrigerate until ready to use. For pre-baked crust, roll your pastry on lightly floured surface into a circle 1 inch larger than inverted 9-inch pie pan. Ease the pastry into the pan, trim and flute the edges. Pierce the bottom side of the pastry with a fork. Bake in a preheated 425-degree oven until pastry is brown. 10 to 15 minutes. Cool on wire rack. Makes pastry for a 9-inch pie, which serves 8. Here's a tip. Double the recipe for the double crust or lattice pies. Nutritional information per serving is calories 123, total grams fat 6 grams, cholesterol 0, and sodium 134 milligrams. Moving forward, back to where we were at, which now I've got to find it again, so bear with me. Here it is. Okay. 3 tablespoons of cornstarch, 7 1/4 teaspoons of equal measure or 24 packets of equal sweetener, or 1 cup of equal spoonful, 3/4 teaspoon ground cinnamon, 1/4 teaspoon salt, 1/4 teaspoon ground nutmeg, 8 cups sliced cored peeled Granny Smith or other baking apples, about 8 medium. Roll half the pastry on floured surface into the circle, 1 inch larger than inverted 9-inch pie pan. Ease your pastry into the pan. Combine your cornstarch, equal cinnamon, salt, and nutmeg. Sprinkle over the apples in a large bowl and toss. Arrange the apple mixture in a pie crust. Roll remaining pastry into a circle large enough to fit top of the pie. Cut out hearts from the pastry with a cookie cutter. Place remaining pastry on the pie. Seal the edge, trim, and flute. Press the heart cutouts onto the pastry. Bake in preheated 425-degree Fahrenheit oven until pastry is golden and the apples are tender. 40 to 50 minutes. Cool on wire rack. Makes 8 servings. Nutritional information: calories 334. Total fat 12 grams. Cholesterol 0. Sodium 335 milligrams. This just reminds me, we used to have an apple tree in Grandpa's backyard, and that's why he always made apple pies. Another one that caught my eye was the banana cream pie, because Grandpa used to make his from scratch. So I thought, you know what? I'm going to read this recipe and see if it's anything like Grandpa's. Chances are it's not, because it's from the light cooking, but let's just try it. Banana cream pie. Again, it's wanting you to read the reduced fat pie pastry on 325 or favorite pastry for 9-inch pie. So let's go back to 325 and read that again. Reduced fat pie pastry. 1 1/2 cup all-purpose flour, 1 teaspoon equal measure, or 3 packets of equal sweetener, or 2 tablespoons of equal spoonful, 1/4 teaspoon salt, 4 tablespoons cold margarine, cut into pieces, 5 to 5 1/2 teaspoons ice water. Combine your flour, equal, and salt in a medium bowl. Cut in margarine with pastry blender until mixture resembles coarse crumbs. Mix in water 1 tablespoon at a time, stirring lightly with fork until dough is formed. Wrap and refrigerate until ready for use. For pre-baked crust, roll your pastry on a lightly floured surface into a circle 1 inch larger than an inverted 9-inch pie pan. Ease pastry into pan, trim and flute the edge, pierce bottom and side of pastry with fork. Bake in preheated 425-degree Fahrenheit oven until pastry is brown, 10 to 15 minutes. Cool on wire rack. Makes pastry for a 9-inch pie. Serves 8. Tip: double the recipe for double the crust or lattice pies. Nutritional information: per serving 123 calorie, total gram fat 6, cholesterol 0, sodium 134 milligrams. So back to banana cream pie. You're going to need 1/3 cup cornstarch. Thank you, Sonia. 3 1/2 teaspoon equal measure or 12 packets of equal sweetener, or 1/2 cup of equal spoonful. 1/8 teaspoon salt, 2 1/2 cup skim milk, 2 eggs yolks, 1 teaspoon vanilla, 2 bananas sliced, 3 egg whites, 1/4 teaspoon cream of tartar, 3 1/2 teaspoons equal or measure, or 12 packets of equal sweetener. Equal spoonful cannot be used in meringue recipes. That's an important note. Roll pastry on lightly floured surface into circle 1 inch larger than inverted 9-inch pie pan. Ease pastry into pan, trim and flute with fork, or trim and flute the edge, excuse me. Pierce the bottom and side of the pastry with fork. Bake in preheated 425-degree Fahrenheit oven until crust is brown, 10 to 15 minutes. Cool on wire rack. Combine cornstarch with 3 1/2 teaspoons of equal measure, or 12 packets equal sweetener, or 1/2 cup equal spoonful. And salt in medium saucepan. Stir in milk. Heat to boiling over, medium-high heat, whisking constantly. Boil until thickened, about 1 minute, whisking constantly. Beat your egg yolks and vanilla in a small bowl. Whisk about 1 cup hot custard mixture into eggs. Whisk the egg mixture back into custard mixture in saucepan. Cook over very low heat, whisking constantly 30 to 60 seconds. Arrange your bananas on the bottom of the baked crust. Pour custard mixture over the bananas, spreading evenly. You're going to beat your egg whites in medium bowl with electric mixture until foamy. Add cream of tartar and beat to soft peaks. Gradually beat in 3 1/2 teaspoons of equal measure, or 12 packets of equal sweetener, beating until peaks form. Spread the meringue over hot custard mixture, carefully sealing to the edge of the crust. Bake in preheated 425-degree Fahrenheit oven until meringue is browned, about 2 minutes. Then you're going to cool on a wire rack for about 30 minutes. Refrigerate until set and chilled for about 6 hours. Cut just before serving. Makes 8 servings. Your national information per serving, or nutritional, is calories 230. Total grams 7 grams. Cholesterol, I can't talk today. I apologize. Cholesterol 55 milligrams. Sodium 230 milligrams. And that is all I'm sharing from the Light Cooking book. But if you want this book, it'll be in the bag for the Candy Kitchen.